Wyatt, you done lost your mind, you little junkie bastard.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review. Yes, we are back. Have and Have Nots, Season 6, Episode 11. We are finished with the break. We are back. Tyler, I don't have any complaints. I have no complaints. I am so excited. Oh my God. But Wyatt, you done lost your goddamn mind. Let's get into this. We start right where we left off, which is always good because Tyler be throwing us for curves. We start right with that damn Veronica outside the door, looking through the door at David and old Erica. They over there, remember they was getting busy right there on the steps. On the steps. She's standing out in that glass door and she look around, she all clean and shit. Look around to see this lovely brick over there. She took that brick and crashed that goddamn glass door and stood there and waited. And as she's waiting on them to come and answer the door, okay, she's given, this is my house. This is my goddamn house. My house. I was like, oh, here we go. So David ends up coming out. Erica's with him, and it's this whole thing. Erica's like, I'm going to call the police. David's like, yes, go call the police. Veronica, get away from here. You're violating your PFA order and all of this and this, that, thing, the other. And she's starting telling him, this is my house. I showed you this house. I told you that I wanted this house. Your punk ass told me that we couldn't afford it and I couldn't have the house. And then you buy this house for this whore. I was like, oh, here we go, honey. It was on and popping in front of the house. Then, he went to move her and she's like, don't put your hands on me. He's attacking me. She's getting ready to get started with that, this lovely neighborhood. And they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he said, that's it. You're just trying to embarrass me out in these streets, moving this whore. And she kept making a point. Moving this bitch, this whore in my house. This is my house. He told her, you get away from here. Don't come back around her. She will say, it's my house. I'll come back when I'm ready. It's my house. I said, oh my God. She's just as crazy as she could be. You got this whore up in it. And they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he tells her, go on, I'm going to call the police. We'll call the police. She says, go on and call the police because I will tell them everything I know. All about you and the criers and whatever else. I will tell it all up in this motherfucker. I was like, whoa, okay, Veronica. And she's like, you want to do it? Let's do it. And he's like, mm-mm. He's like, Veronica, get away from here. You done got our son in jail. She said he's guilty. He's guilty. He wants to be around the boys, so I put him around the boys. I don't want to hear it. You done moved over to the dark side. I'm like, oh, she's really going in. She was doing too much. They ended up, and David came out with just his little boxers on. I said, David, you better go on in the house, Cheryl. Go on in the house. Go on up in the house, Cheryl. And that damn Erica, I said, girl, she a mess. They go in the house. Veronica finally leaves. She's like, that's okay. Shit's on. She goes away. Erica start with David. And I said, bitch, you're doing too much, ain't you, Miss Erica? I can't take this. I can't get into this, all this drama, this, that. Bitch, didn't you just come here? You came here and he moved you in his house because somebody was supposedly whooping your ass, but you rolled in here on drama. Now, Miss Erica, bitch, you doing too much. You're doing too much. I said, she's messy. But he played the little game with her, and I said, she was so in it. I said, did this bitch just like buy into her own storyline or what? Miss Erica, you need to sit your punk ass down. You're doing too much. Benny and Hannah They get Hannah all the way together. Hannah looked damn good in her dress and in her shoes. That wig. I said, girl, that I couldn't do it. I didn't understand covering up her natural hair, and they got all this weave and all this wig, but pretty red dress, nice shoes. Benny having a fit. Um, Derek shows up. He told her, "You ain't going nowhere with him." And who are you? Who are you? And where did you come from? I said, Benny, I know you're hot dick. Ain't questioning nobody. You done came over there. You standing there in the living room questioning Derek. And meanwhile, your pecker is covered in Veronica right now because you ain't took no bath. You ain't took no bath. You just came right from over Veronica's house with your little ding dong covered in Veronica juice. And you questioning somebody else. What should have been questioned is why your mammy had that wig on, because that wig was giving black velvet. That's too much. That was giving me black velvet, if you please, honey. I said, girl, if you'll take that wig off. But she went on out with Derek, and they had a good time. They sat and they talked, and they're hitting it right off. He's really sharp. They're hitting it off, and you can tell there's like a backstory with the wife and all of that with him. Yeah, there's a backstory, some dark stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. Hannah, she's trying to play her little game. But, as she sat there and he was talking to her and he looking at her and his eyes is dancing, honey, and she didn't got all moist up in her panties, honey, over there. She didn't agree to go dancing and all that. I said, you remember the last time you danced, honey, down to the cookout, honey, that man was mounted up on top of you. You just like your kids, honey. You got a hot box, but it's cool. It's all right, girl. And drinking liquor, wanting to drink liquor. She's a drinking, cussing Christian, honey. Yes, indeed. Christian mingle. Shouts out to T.S. Mass. Old cussing ass, drinking ass, goddamn Hannah. I said, okay, maybe she'll be cussing ass, drinking ass, fucking ass Hannah. If she keep going, go Hannah. Anyway, so when Veronica can't win with David and Erica, she took her punk ass down there to the jail to go fuck with who else? Jeffrey. She goes down there bothering Jeffrey, takes him on a rag, going on and on and on, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, leading him to believe that she's going to go ahead and get him out if he plays her game. So he's like, okay, well, I'm going to play this game with this crazy bitch. And she kept saying, now, where were you, honey? Where were you when I couldn't find you? I was with him at the hotel. I was at the hotel with him. No, you were with her. And first Jeffrey's like, what? And not catching it. Like, she's on some old disrespectful shit and gonna make him play along. So he goes and plays along. And he's like, I was with her. Now, are you gonna get me out of here? She's like, child, no, I ain't getting you out of here, girl. You under the hands of the goddamn police now. Ain't nothing I can do, child. The system has you, honey. Good luck to you. Now, I'm going to try to get you out. I said, oh, I know you could cuss her ass out. I was waiting on him, honey, to just start cussing her out. But he did. He's looking at her. Said, girl, if looks could kill, you would drop dead right now, honey, or turn into a puff of smoke. She leaves out of there fucking with Jeffrey. Runs into Justin in the hallway, baby. He walking past, and she going to say, hey, girl. I said, oh, my God. Hey, girl. He turned around and the two of them gets at it, baby. They get starting. She will say, yeah, you answered me. I see you know your name. He said, do you know your name? She will say, what do you mean? He said, do you know your name? Got right up in her face, honey. And she said, yeah, what is my name, girl? He will say, bitch. That's your name. Bitch. Do you know it? I said, oh. So listen here. Listen here. Baby, Justin and Veronica start going back and forth. Now, one thing about Justin that Veronica says is true. Baby, he's a queen. He's a queen, baby. Justin was reading Veronica to filth. Do you hear me? They were going back and forth back. I said, if this ain't Alexis and Crystal going at it, that Justin got some shit for Veronica. You hear me? She will say, well, how's your wife, honey? I bet your marriage is a mess right now. He said, yeah, okay. How was your accident, honey? I said, oh! They get them going back and forth. She tried to get him to admit that he fucked her up, honey. She's like, they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then he had the nerve to tell her, well, listen, you know, she said, you know, I get up under your skin, girl. I know I do. But the thing, for you to think that a princess such as yourself could come and fight against a queen such as myself, I know it just gets under your skin, doesn't it? He said, I don't know whether you get under my skin, but I know I gets up underneath your son's skin. I said, oh! Child. And you see Veronica like, oh, this motherfucker. So then she starts up again, honey. She steady digging. You know, how are the guys treating you around here? Because, you know, they don't like your kind, girl. And he's like, what? She was saying, oh, honey, child, you know what I mean. I said, girl, if you don't stop with all this old gay shit, fucking with Justin's going to punch you. He's going to gut punch you, Veronica. Keep on. She just kept. Then he said, well, speaking of marriages, how's your marriage? Because, you know, we do pillow talk, you know, your son and I. And it seems as though your husband traded in his grandma for a nice, fresh version. I said, oh, grandma. She said, she was looking at him, said, oh, I said, oh, Veronica, honey, she had to looking for something to fire back. Then he killed her with, you know, when Jeffrey gets out, the two of us are going to move in together. Girl, have you bought us a housewarming gift yet? Bitch, I was done. I said, Justin, you reading? Bitch. Girl, have you bought us a housewarming gift? He let Veronica have it. Baby Veronica was done. You hear me? Baby, her goddamn ponytail got just as tight, honey, and her face was... I said, oh, bitch, you got you. Go on home, girl. She turned around and she said, well, guess what? You're never going to get that gift because Jeffrey's never going to get out of here. I said, so now Jeffrey got to pay because you done figured out that Justin really is a queen and that he can read better than you. So now you mad. Now Jeffrey got to stay in jail? Fuck that. That's all. That's horrible. That's horrible. Anyway, so let's go over to Candace. Candace's ass, she then took up with Oscar. She done got Oscar. She done screwed him. And, you know, she done put that black box on him, baby. He can't get himself together. He like, I forgot all about that. Candace like, oh, you forgot? She like, yeah, I tore you up with this pussy, honey. I did. And then he's like, okay. So they sitting there and they just chit-chatting, going back and forth about this plan for her to do old boy, Charles. Honey, she done poured some shit in his drink. I said, oh, Candace, she done fucked around and Bill Cosby Oscar. Child, Oscar talking to her, drinks this shit, passes all the way out. She's like, Candace, did you put something in my drink? And he's just passed it out. She looking at him. I said, girl, she gave you a hot shot, Oscar. He stretched out. She done made changes all up in his laptop and shit, talking to the guy downstairs. Remember the guy downstairs was doing, taking screenshots and shit all on the computer. She just screwed Oscar and found the money. This is not going to be good. But he over there knocked out sleep. I said, go ahead, Candace, bitch. You vicious. Now, all that's going on. Let's jump on over here to Veronica's house. Now, Veronica's just having a bad day, okay? Because David and Erica done her. Then she turned around and she goes over there. And now Justin done her. And then she goes home. Only to find that Benny that took his ass over there from the text message that Melissa sent on her phone. He done responded. She ain't there. Melissa steady talking to him, keep rubbing on the meat, honey. And he's like, ooh, honey, you know how he is. Benny, true meaning of a hot dick. When y'all hear me say that, Benny has a hot dick. You hear me? He can't take it. He can't. Melissa opened up that little ugly dress, honey, and exposed her little body, honey, and rubbed on his little meat a couple times, and he was like, ooh, I'm going to give it to you, honey. I said, Took her right there on the couch, baby. She was riding him for the grill, honey. I said, look, all right, getting down, honey. She was tearing his little meat up, honey. I said, look at her. On the couch, right in the living room, baby. That goddamn Veronica walked right in and said, what's going on here? I said, girl, It's called fucking, honey. You remember it? You was doing it a little bit ago when your husband walked in and caught you. Yeah, that same thing. That fucking, y'all have a lot of that going on there at that house, honey. A lot of that. Child, she got so mad, honey, and old girl jumped up off the meat, honey, and got to kikiing and laughing, honey, and Betty steady pulling up and stuff. I said, here we go again. You just took a bath. Now here you go, covered in Melissa juice and pulling that nasty shit up, and now you stand up to talking to that damn Veronica, and Melissa's like, girl, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. She said, I am tired of you. Melissa was like, really? Why are you tired of me, girl? She will say, I'm tired of you, and I'm going to deal with you. She's like, whatever. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. He don't want your old ass. She will say, obviously, he wants your stupid ass because you are stupid. I manipulated you. Your mother manipulated you. Everybody manipulates you because you're stupid, bitch. You're stupid. Honey, and she said, then I'm going to show you. I'm going to really show you now just how stupid you really are. Baby, she went to try to turn around, and I got everything that I've been waiting for. She yanked Veronica by that ponytail, honey. I said, oh, shit, she got you, bitch. Finally, she got, honey, she snatched Veronica, baby, and they got the juking, honey. I said, oh, here we go. Betty looking stupid, getting in the middle of them. It was a whole hot mess, and it cut out there. I said, child, I've been waiting. Because, see, Melissa don't have nothing to lose. You don't want this baby. You're ready to lose this baby anyway. So what better way to lose the baby than fight with your mother-in-law? Because now that's the real plan, bitch. Let that damn Veronica beat the shit out, which you ain't got to let, because I think Veronica will really fuck Melissa up for real. But let her fuck you up, and then you lose the baby, bitch, and then you got her ass in your pocket. Because you ain't allowed to beat up no pregnant bitch and kill no baby. I don't give a goddamn what job you do downtown. You beat up a pregnant bitch and kill their baby, bitch, you're going down. You're going down. So, girl, you got the plan. Honey, they was juking her. I said, look at him. I said, all right, honey. But she snatched the shit out of Veronica's. Get off of me. I said, oh, ain't no get off you, bitch. You better get the swinging, honey. It's good shit. Okay, so just when I thought I couldn't get no better, I said, Tyler, you are doing this. Honey, I'm so happy with this. Honey, Jim and Catherine have been sitting over at Wyatt's house for like 62 days. Honey, and this junkie son of a bitch finally show up back at home. Child, he's like, what are y'all doing in here? Y'all get out. And they like, we ain't going to goddamn where, you goddamn fool. We trying to get you together. He come and him and that damn Jim gets him about, I told you, I ain't trying to fight you. He said, what you going to do? You going to kill me now? I said, I'm not going to kill you. I'm your father. I love you. He went to hug him, baby, and felt that brick of that motherfucking cocaine in his pocket. He done bought off of Mitch's uncle. Honey, and Jim took that and said, you don't need this shit, Wyatt. He's just that hand enough. He go to the sink to try to bust it open. He got this little pocket knife and is trying to open it up and pour it down the sink. Well, listen, you know you can't fuck with a junkie. Like a real live junkie. Real live junkies, they'll go something. You fucking around with a whole brick of cocaine? Baby, that Wyatt, honey, spun around there and started acting like Stripe from the, remember the Gizmo's little twin, honey, Stripe, the crazy ass gremlin? He was crazy. Baby, seeing that cocaine going down that sink, honey, he gave. Took and smacked Catherine, honey. I said, oh! Honey, Catherine fell down there on the floor. I said, oh my God. He smacked the shit out of Catherine. Fucked her up. I said, oh! Her ass fell out. Jim's like, don't you put your hands on your mother. Now, and that's so funny, that dynamic. You know, Jim and Catherine hate each other. But Jim honestly has a love for Catherine. Nobody ain't supposed to misuse Catherine, but Jim. Jim don't play that shit. Jim was tussling with Wyatt. He stopped to get down there to get Catherine up, honey. He done shifted her wig. Had her wig shifted. She laying on the floor. He helping her up. Baby, that goddamn Wyatt, I told you it's crazy. Grabbed a bottle of wine and gave Jim. I said, oh, shit. He done knocked him down. Had he jumped down on the floor. Catherine trying to help him. That little bastard done went and got a statue that looked like he got it from over at Gianni Versace's house, had he, of a head of somebody. I said, is that a Gorgon, bitch? He get ready to bash the shit out of them, honey. He got it up like this and looking crazier than a son of a bitch. I said, God damn it, Wyatt, you hide up junkie bastard. You done lost your damn mind. He is getting ready to do Jim. I don't know if he's going to really be able to get Catherine, but he's getting ready to fuck Jim up. I said, oh, crazy ass junkie. And that's where it cut out. I was so excited. It was so good. It was some good shit. Tyler, you did that. That makes up for a lot of ground that we covered, Tyler. I'm really proud of you, kid. Really, really proud of you. This shit was good tonight. Now, you keep up the good work, you hear? Y'all come back now, you hear? I'll talk to y'all next Tuesday. Later.